Hi, today I am going to present in data science the complete roadmap to learn the data science. That is development, mathematics, programming, data visualization, probability, natural language processing, deep learning, feature engineering, machine learning, statistics, and probabilities. So these are the 10 key areas which you need to learn at the basic level. Then you will be easily be able to successfully work in the field of data science. Now, the first part is deployment. For example, in deployment, you need to choose, for example, Microsoft Azure, Heroku, Google Cloud Platform, Flask, Django. Data science deployment is the process of taking a developed machine learning model and integrating it into a real world production environment to be used by end users or other systems, transforming an experiment into a functional application like a recommendation engine or a fraud detection model, packaging it, deploying it to a scalable platform, often the cloud, and then continuously monitoring and maintaining it to ensure its ongoing accuracy and performance. Now, why is deployment important? Real world value. A model only provides business value when it is used in a production environment to make predictions, drive decisions, or enable interactions. Then, second point is scalability and accessibility. Cloud-based deployment allows models to handle a large number of users and remain accessible 24 into 7, which is not possible with local experiments. Third point is interdisciplinary collaboration. Deployment often involves collaboration between data scientists, machine learning engineers, and data engineers to integrate models into larger applications and the systems. Now, the key steps in the deployment process are model development and the testing. Second, optimization and packaging. Third, platform selection. Fourth, deployment. Fifth, monitoring and maintenance. Model development and testing. Create and train the model using training data in an offline environment and test its quality. Optimization and packaging. Clean and optimize the code for the production environment. Then package the model and its dependencies into a container for predictable deployment. Platform selection. Choose the deployment platform such as a cloud provider, AWS, GCP, Azure, or an MLOps platform. Deployment. Deploy the packaged model to the chosen platform as an accessible service, often as an HTTP endpoint. Monitoring and maintenance. Continuously monitor the model's performance in production, check the issues like data drift and retrain, or update it with new data as needed to maintain its accuracy over time. Now, deployment strategies. There are four different strategies: Canary deployment, blue green deployment, shadow deployment, A/B testing. Canary deployment: gradually choose a new model to a small subset of users before a full rollout. Blue green deployment: have two identical production environments, one running the old model, that is blue, and one running the new, that is green, with traffic switched to green once it is verified. Shadow deployment: run the new model in parallel with an old one using real user data to evaluate its performance without affecting the users. A/B testing: test different versions of a model by showing them to different user segments to see which performs the best. Now, it comes to data science, that is mathematics, which is the core component: linear algebra, analytic geometry, matrix vector, calculus, optimization, regression, dimensionality reduction, density estimation, and the classification. Data science relies on several core mathematical areas, and primarily they are linear algebra, calculus, statistics, often supplemented by probability theory and optimization. These mathematical concepts are crucial for building, understanding, and effectively applying algorithms and models to extract insights and make predictions from data. The depth of understanding required varies the Y role with research focused positions demanding more in depth knowledge than general applied data science roles. Now, what are the key mathematical areas? And they are linear algebra, calculus, statistics, and probability optimization. Why math is essential? It is essential for understanding algorithm, model deployment, development, data integration, and the innovation. Now, the most common equations which are mostly used in data science, frequently used, and they are like gradient descent, normal distribution, sigmoidal functions, linear regression, causing similarity, naive bias, k-means clustering, log loss, MSE plus L2, regularization, entropy, softmax, ordinary list squares, correlations, Z score, MLE, eigenvectors, R2, F1 score, and expected values. Now it comes to the programming. So once you are aware about the mathematics, basic mathematics, then you need to learn how to write the code. For this purpose, you need to choose either one of the code, that is Python, R, SQL, or something more. Then data science coding involves using programming languages like R, Python, SQL to collect, clean, analyze, and visualize to data to derive insights and build models. Python is the most popular one for its vast libraries, while R excels in statistical analysis. SQL is crucial for database interactions. Key concepts include data structures, control flow, functions, of object-oriented programming, and using platforms like Jupyter notebooks for interactive deployment. And these key programmings, you should be aware of it, and that is Python, R, and SQL. Now, it comes essential coding concepts. You need to understand data structures, control flow, functions, object-oriented programming, error handling. Then it comes the tools and the platforms, and that is Jupyter Notebook, Git, and GitHub. Now, what how the coding is applied in data science? This also you need to understand. And for this, I have presented several of the lecture series where I have shown how to implement the coding part. And in the future also, I will be showing some live the case studies for the implementation. So data collection, data cleaning, exploratory data analysis, model building, data visualization. And for data visualization, there are lots of tools available. In general, if you are going through these images, which includes the common programming languages for coding as well as visualizations. So now it comes to data visualizations. So there are the best data visualization tools for 2025, and these are listed here. Tableau, Looker, Zoho Analytics, Seasons, IBM Cognos, Click Sense, then Clickfolio, Domo, Yellowfin, then Water Graph, then Dundas by SAP Cloud. And this is also summarized here how the visualization could look like. Now it comes to natural language processing. So you are quite familiar because I have presented more than half an hour videos on natural language processing. And this is here which you need to understand how you are going to discuss the natural language processing. And this is like a field of data science where artificial intelligence that studies how computers and languages could interact. The goal of NLP or natural language processing is to program a computer to understand human speech as it is spoken. Bag of words, TF-IDF, tokenization, stop words removal, stemming, lemonizations, topic modeling, word embeddings. Now, this is how it could be summarized. For example, computer science, AI, human languages. These are the key components which are required for natural language processing. And this is the field of AI focused on the interaction between computers and human language. This has been depicted in these right side bottom figures. So you need to understand this. Now it comes to deep understanding or deep learning. So deep learning is a subfield of machine learning that uses artificial neural networks and with multiple hidden layers to learn from vast amount of data. By recognizing patterns in data through these layered networks, deep learning enables systems to learn, adapt, and make predictions on complex tasks like image recognition, natural language processing, speech recognition without relying on a human engineering features. This method is particularly effective with large unstructured data sets, and its capabilities are continuously improving with more data and high performance hardware like GPUs. This could be summarized here. So data science, the field that determines the processes, systems, and tools needed to transform data into insights to be applied to various industries. Skills needed, statistics, data visualizations, coding, machine learning, SQL, and NoSQL data wrangling. Then it comes machine learning field of artificial intelligence that gives machines that human-like capabilities to learn and adapt through statistical models and the algorithms. A skill needed here, Python, SQL, Java, statistics, and probability prototyping, data modeling. Then machine learning is a part of data science. It's algorithm trained on data delivered by data science to learn. Skills needed is quite clear, math, statistics, and probabilities, comfortable working with data and programming skills. How it works? So it needs artificial neural networks, layers, multiple or you can say perceptrons, hierarchical feature learning, then training. So this is the working principle. So in 4 steps you can understand how deep learning could work. So you need artificial neural network, then you need layers. Data enters through an input layer, gets processed through multiple hidden layers or middle layers, and results in an output layer that produces prediction or decision. Hierarchical feature learning, each hidden layer in the network learns to identify increasingly complex features from the data. For example, the image recognition, an early layer might recognize edges, while later layers could recognize the shapes or the entire objects. Training, deep learning models are trained with large data sets. During this training process, the connections between neurons are adjusted based on the inputs to improve the accuracy of predictions. Now, what are the key characteristics and the advantages? So you need to just understand the advantages we have already explained. So data driven, automatic feature learning, unstructured data processing, and scalability. So in data driven, deep learning models improve the accuracy and performance with more data, learning from the experience, much like humans do. Automatic feature learning, it can automatically learn complex features from raw data, reducing the need for human engineering features. Unstructured data processing, it excels at processing diverse unstructured data like images, text, and audio. Scalability, with the access to more data and powerful hardware like GPUs, deep learning models can tackle more complex problems and scale their performance. This has been summarized in this figure where you can see the perceptrons, neural networks, and training in practice. In perceptrons, structural building blocks, nonlinear activation functions could be seen, and neural networks stacking perceptrons to form neural networks optimization through back propagation. Training in practice, adapt learning, batching, and regularizations. Then it comes to the applications. So deep learning powers many advanced AI applications, including image recognition, natural language processing, speech recognition, and autonomous systems, which helps in assisting in self-driving cars by detecting obstacles and the other vehicles. And this is what you can see here in data science like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and maths and statistics and visualizations. Now it comes 10 deep learning algorithms, which are commonly used in data science: classical neural networks and convolutional neural networks, recurrent neural networks, restricted Boltzmann machines, then transfer learning, then it comes generative adversarial uh, networks, self-organizing organization map, and then it is like it is also called SOPs, and then ordain coders, and then back propagations. Next, it comes key aspects, techniques, and techniques features for engineering. It comes to data engineering in data science, understanding domain knowledge, effective feature engineering relies heavily on understanding the problem domain. This knowledge helps in identifying the relevant features, creating meaningful combinations, and interpreting data. Handling missing values, imputations, replacing missing values with estimated values, for example, mean, median, mode, or a more sophisticated model based on imputation, deletions, removing rows or columns with a high percentage. So feature Engineering in data science is the process of creating new features or modifying the existing ones from raw data to improve the performance of machine learning models. This involves transforming raw data into a format that maximizes an AI model's ability to make predictions. Now it comes handling outliers. So here you can go for identification, treatment, then encoding categorical variables, one hot encoding, label encoding, target encoding, feature scaling, standardization, normalization, and then many more clustering processes. Creating new features. Here you can go for combining features, polynomial features, date and time features, text features, feature selection, filter methods, wrapper methods, embedded methods, and the importance is feature engineering is crucial because it allows data scientists to highlight important information for algorithm, incorporate domain expertise into the data, improve model accuracy and generalization, reduce the impact of irrelevant or redundant features. Then it comes to probabilities. Then it comes to probability and statistics, which has been clearly explained. Here, probability is an estimation of how likely or a certain event or outcome will occur. It is typically expressed as a number between 0 and 1, reflecting the likelihood that an event or outcome will take place, where 0 indicates that the event will not happen and 1 indicates that the event will definitely happen. And this is one of the summarized feature how it can be presented for the prediction. Then this book, that is Probability and Statistics for Data Science, is very useful in case of data science. So how machine learning, now it comes to machine learning in data science. So machine learning aims to automation and predictions, and machine learning focuses on creating predictive models, required understanding of regression and clustering recommendation systems, fraud detection, and autonomous vehicles. Then it comes to data science. Data science aims for extracting insights and supporting decision making. Data science encompasses data analysis, works using statistics and data visualization, business intelligence and strategies, market trend analysis, customer segmentation. And this is the final summary where you can understand what are the mainly 10 sections or areas required for the complete roadmap to learn the data science. And thank you very much. Please do not forget to subscribe the channel.